ebusiafo Minion Ghana for we were quentium. Hey, ebusiafo. Missy Bibi or baby or Bibi or baby. Digital marketing business about the rich and 20 years to me. Michelle just 1 year and I've seen results. They be a year because the register is a switching up because of this business. Business see my baby interview so that to better say, but only a bit share. They should be what na I always say be add this one. Other Ghanaians so be add or oh dear best Chinese say best sure what we be someone who said there's something that taking care of the long hours and the double job so that you can spend quality time with your family, and this is what this business is built for. Meaning you sign up on my link so information you know about information about to take your time and watch the webinar. Reach out to me on WhatsApp with any concern. Me, I am willing to support you. I am willing to walk you through the system so that you too will be successful. When you get to our community, you will see my success and your mind will blow off. Yami Onshira. Bye. Talk to you soon.
Today happens to be the very first time Millennium ABD in Kumo, and I'm super duper happy say Manyana what's my name. I'm because the main interview. Let me show so one penny. I've met her severally. Anytime I meet her, the way she receives me, I'm like, is she that cool? But what Kasoa? I saw no blue to her. We know Pia, she's super cool. My name is Zionfelix. My name is Mr. Penny, and I am Brefo, and everything come. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Children.
Mofo.
Oh, really?
I
don't seem to believe that. Because most of the time, people like them insult her. They be on social media, blah blah blah. They said I look like a man. And see, I only believe myself, but I don't know myself.
What did you see for
I don't know. Maybe because I'm loud. And see, if they also about to the opposite, you need to box her with something physical. So
but why are you loud?
I don't know why, but you have to be if you want to be recognized out there. A bit loud, but not. It's not everywhere that I'm loud.
So
maybe I'm forceful or how I speak.
When you're louder, I'm buying tears.
Ghana, maybe sometimes when I said, "Would you be any demonstration?" I want to strike here in Ghana. So you know what you're saying is right. They know what you're saying is right, but say one you're a bit forceful. As a Nipa mentioned down, as I just said what Tony or something.
So in recent times, I teach a man for who shows a rabbit.
Not at all. I'm very careful. Like me, yeah, I'm loud, but me, I'm very careful on what to say. I don't really insult much on air.
You don't insult much.
No,
not much. It means that you do it, but you don't. Not much.
Not something that would get you angry. I maybe acquire me faster than you. Probably by the time I go and say, yeah, I've said something that probably is tasteful, no, not what they want.
But what is your 2 cents on the recent arrest of media guys? I mean, Captain Smart, Ajine, Bobby and Sasso, and a couple of other people. Even I think Connect FM guy or Takrade, and also Ajine, I think it was beatings.
Anyway, but who said media goes responsibility to some extent. They tell us all the time. Sometimes being loud has nothing to do with insults or trouble. You have to be factual about what you say. Some people can push you into a certain corner. You're saying something that you have no evidence. So you should be careful. But I've said my own, my kind of radio and TV said, some of it you can let go. It's okay to let go. But social media people should be a bit responsible. Sometimes, and some people are kind of say, I said, well, okay, well, penny bit me, I can't be a count. When you're about one, somehow, wow, be on 5 days in show. How would you tell me something without me asking? I hear a lot of things. People call me, say a lot of things about people. When you want to be a web be a man, when you want to be a web be coffee, not evidence in crowd. So I feel how they go about it, should I papa? It's okay to invite somebody that even if you know track and I'll cassette you be an bisa, but one bushy panel, what trapping panel. So
with what you just said, it means that people call to give you infos about people.
That's what I work. That's how it works. That's the nature of how would you get the info if nobody calls you? That's why police will tell you, so yeah, she shows me, yeah, they say at also, you know, they also get tip off. Yes, we're not tip off. That's how we're workers. We see what happens. We say what happens. We say, but you would have to do your background checks to be sure how credible the information and the it is answer. So most of the time, I'm not a factic. I always try to find a corner somewhere that I could swerve in. So you hear you say that kind of thing. It's always safer. It's not through and through safe, but it's always better than say me walk and now we see and now a same way girl way or maybe on your man pack when you don't sleep with her. You know what I mean?
But when Smart was here, did you used to advise him on his approach to issues?
Advice? Smart is a matured person, that's one. He's been in broadcasting for years, so you won't call it advice. Like you would have your reservation, but that's an advice there, not really. He has people that work for him when it comes to research, investigation, you probably might not even know what he's talking about. You won't be able to say me too for. Yeah, I can't say but no. We'll be honest now. But people, will be asked style. People don't like me because of how I talk, how I approach. A lot of people don't, but a lot of people also admire me. And see, even within the ranks of politicians, you know.
Did you foresee his arrest sometime to come?
No, not really. Yeah, but cancer, man. Politicians don't like things like that. A lot of them don't like things like that. But cancer, but I thought say that thing had come and gone. You know, for some time it was like that, and like people, they just ignored some of those things we say. But it looks like it's coming back. But then, if it's coming back, everybody must be careful.
So that is going to. Not stop, but a bit more with the rate at which you talk
me personally,
yeah.
No, I don't really change, and I don't think that so far what I've said could land me in trouble. I don't put myself in such a situation. Minimum, so I'm a candidate.
I read somewhere that Captain says you and Kofi believe in you'll be following Ohima Oje if indeed Ohima has left.
I think it came up Christmas. And a Baba thing, and that we are living. I don't know where they got the story from. Meaning maybe I'm issues in fear, but we are not robots and we are not static. And since campaigning in I came from somewhere. That's a possibility at any time. But at that time when they said it wasn't true.
So are you leaving any moment from now?
At the moment, I've not taken a decision like that.
Okay, you don't thought about it, so be free.
Why not? As I said, I came from somewhere. Certainly.
But right now, you thought about it.
At the moment, it's not in part of my plan. Like in my dream.
Are you okay here?
Am I okay? Not fully, but it's not always full everywhere. You don't get everything you want everywhere. So nobody will say me I'm 100% okay now.
Right now, Promzi is watching us. Teflon is watching us, and I'm sure Doc will also watch us. What is it that you want that will make you okay here?
That's what I said. I said okay is not something you could say when you're working for somebody. And yet you can be okay full and full, but you won't say so issues. Yeah, he knows what I want. He knows I'm a free bird. I want to do more than I'm doing now, which people know me for. And at a point you feel like you are not opening up well. So you won't be who you were before. So I'm still working on that.
She's Naya Brefo with the Angel Broadcasting Network. My name is Zionfelix. Thank you very much, sir. And we're just prelims of our conversation. We have a lot more to talk about. I'm celebrating 10 years in the media.
Wow.
10 years.
Wow.
From 2012 to now. So I'm starting everything with my Europe tour. I'll be in Copenhagen, Denmark, 25th of February 2022. I'll move to Spain to celebrate Ghana's 65th Independence Day. I'll be in Barcelona and then Madrid. Then I'll be in Toulouse, France, March 12 for the Ghana Music Awards launch. Then I end everything up in Holland and I say Netherlands and I come back home. Maybe you know South Africa. Tour with me to South Africa this Easter from the 15th of April to 21st of April. You pay just 9,000 Ghana cedis. Then we go on this trip. Just call 020-2490-190. 020-2490-190. I'll be back. Maybe question now. My throat go now. I'm saying, you come with the man can channel. With the Nyaba, with the Zionfelix.
Grace Gift Herbal Clinic. Aye bio. Intimate to me anyem.
Grace Gift Herbal Clinic dear. Sanya ya kran ya kan se ya ready for entafo a. Anke nu anko de ma wo no. Anko amoa nyimienu ni mensa kran ka gugu yam. Abo de wote te kra wo.
We yi ya na fiance nkuma.
Asem da kobosu.
Na me no wo ko dai. Oma wedro hwese wo niam yaye. Heavy say. Grace Gift Herbal Clinic.
Dr. Grace Bodui nanimu tie ah na se professional nurse ya wonye suahunu sam wono abebie ne herbal clinic wo ya afo ho daje nanimu bo so boko ense won mo ma wawo ya debiti se ulcer malaria typhoid BP diabetes stroke hypertension de keka ho no de Grace Gift Herbal Clinic ayen mfitire kura wo Kumasi Ohwim School Junction
aya form friend na won ko ho 0246 518 003 and 0206 812 558
Grace Gift Herbal Clinic bieni hawbio.
I'm still here with ABN's Nana Brefo, your omo premises. Angel 102.9, Uko Kumasi 96.1 FM. Nami tipa tamana mo Kumasi no ansana member hase. How did everything start for you when it comes to media?
How? I think that's what I wanted to become. In fact, in the entertainment industry. Okay. Meaning, you know, I did a bit of drama. I was an entertainment prefect, not as in a deputy. It was successful where I went to school then. It was something that though my teachers were like, oh, meet me a lot because you talk a lot and blah blah blah. It wasn't something I really wanted to do. I felt this is where I belong. I had people that I look up to. And from Tapra, immediately I knew, said, oh, there was because my call, I am a Kakra, for marketing, but that's not what I wanted to become. My call, Holy Child Kakra. I mean, teaching field, I left because that's not what I wanted to be. And so I applied to Ghana Institute of Journalism. Okay. So that's how I started.
So how many years now?
Oh, I finished school 2002. I started working before finishing school.
Oh, okay. So
I say I was about
20 years. Wow. And
Despite Group. Okay. And multimedia.
So you moved from Despite to multimedia. How? Why?
Why?
Yeah.
I just told you that nobody's stagnant in somebody's job. Okay. And after a while, just like now, media people have become like footballers and stuff. They put you here and there. But I actually left Despite for a reason. Something happened. I wasn't pushed to multimedia, BC. But that thing, at that time, I felt it was like a pain, but it was a blessing when I got to multimedia because then I wasn't on air. I did a lot of producing. Produced Fifi Banson, a lot of programs. I produced it and I became the sub-editor and stuff like that. Hello FM editor and stuff. So yeah, I left to multimedia. I think I worked there for about 10 years. Or thereabout, yeah, before.
Nina off air?
Or thereabout. Yeah, Nina off air. Almost 10 years before I left to.
Were you trying to go on? Not somebody on any.
No, it never came to mind. It wasn't something. I wanted to, I mean, as a person in media, and that's what I was looking at, reading news, Brefo, strangely. Okay. I remember having called JJ, I wasn't listening to any local station. I'm telling you, but I felt so, you should look for loopholes where you think with me, any Jumaya. You just don't dream, I want to work with Unilever, I want to work with TV3 or Angel or whatever, and you should find out before until I realized, okay, so you have chance for attachment. You want to do attachment, you find places where you think, go attachment, and peace was buying and chair. Yeah, so I decided to go there, and I realized, oh, there was a new program I could help produce, blah blah blah, and then that was how I started. What happened?
Despite
leaving?
Yeah.
Oh, then my editor, I saw Kasoa and I felt.
You are boss. I mean, what's your
yeah, I felt that's so embarrassing. I felt that what happened doesn't deserve that kind of treatment. I got angry and I just left. And I was very close to Father Yapa. And he still considers me.
But I'm sure he tried to convince you to stay.
I didn't even tell him. That's why. When I want to leave, whoever it is that I'm very close to, I will tell him. Because me can't even tell me to stop. I just left. I just wrote resignation, left it from the school, and I put my phone off and I just left.
The Froka
and it wasn't like I had a job. I didn't have a job then.
So how did you secure the multimedia job?
Oh, so I had somebody I worked with, despite Kojo Perry.
Was that
we worked together, yeah. And then he had moved on Nigeria, you know, moving on. So I spoke to him that I left. So if there's vacancy here, so I had no one started as a So I worked with Bobiasa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I worked with him for a while as a producer. I worked with Dominic. Then Dominic worked under me from there. I went there for a month before.
But was the offer better than your previous?
Yeah. It was better than Despite. Yeah. And I had certain things I didn't get there at that time.
Okay. Okay.
Like insurance for clinic and stuff like that.
Okay. Okay. And that was how many years?
I think we started 2010, left there 2020. 10 years.
And so 10 years.
Wow. So in fact, so this should be about 8.5 or thereabout. And then because we started the spend years. Then we were almost 6 months ago. I did attachment in the car.
And how was your day?
Multimedia. Oh, it was. You should know that because people.
No, people are saying that it's because of the McBride issue.
Yeah, it is. And it wasn't because of McBride per se, because it wasn't about her. It was about the McBride issue, yes.
And how they handled it.
How they handled it, I didn't like it. But apparently that's not how. Well, I was told later on by the for management said that's not how they asked them to handle it. But that is the way the person handled it. But Nipalsu Chiremu said, well, maybe the communication, probably he didn't get it right. I felt they betrayed me, like, as in, because the show was a hot show, Asoko is something hot, and I have producers I work with. Good morning. He's a very good producer. Yeah, and they help me out, they tell you what to say. And sometimes when you're going somewhere, they tell you, okay, go hotter. So you just lift it a bit. And people probably didn't understand the question I asked. They didn't get me why I asked that question. They felt that, and my brand is loved by all. So they felt you're probably attacking somebody they love. And see, the people took it differently. And I think the company wanted to probably,
disassociate themselves from it.
Not necessarily, but wants to, at the same company, the person look good out there and then also look good in there. Forgetting, say, when you do that and you're not careful, you probably would also hurt your brand. So I felt that they would probably hurt my brand. So I felt no, I didn't decide to do this way. So.
But had Dr. Holkoti approached you before then?
Yeah, I some time back. But I met him once, but I think said before him a bit because him even called me before moving. So what I said, the movie behind me there. I'm sure we didn't come over and then on him before I moved. So yes, but any other thing I did it was because I felt betrayed at that point. But probably
and most people
they asked me to come back. As in, when I met them, they felt, oh, you can change your mind because this is what we said. That is not exactly how we wanted it to go. If you felt that way, then say in your call and say, someone is fine. But I had already made that plan. I
made your plans to move to Angel FM?
Yeah, I made me jaya across Angel Saba second time. Yeah, me jaya had 2-3 offers and then I chose one. It wasn't like Angel came in charge and me jaya.
Was Despite Group part of it?
No. Strangely. I think so because it became that I don't know. Mr. Efia or no the kind news since we do all no see yeah, and we took a picture on air on set.
Yeah.
And so people felt, and then opposite and I'm posting it there, people felt I was going back there. But that wasn't it.
Oh, okay. And then how's of funny better than multimedia?
Yeah. Of course, yes. Salary wise. My first poaching.
So like
it wasn't poaching, but I got something for
the coming here. Okay. And most people were waiting for apology from you to Empress Macron.
That was what I didn't understand. And that was what was communicated to me. That is why I felt it.
So you should come apologize.
Apologize. Like I was on air and I was told, apologize to him. Like, apologize for what? You have to understand why I asked the question. Call me, ask me why I asked. Before you say, oh no, but that was too harsh, so apologize. Then I will understand. But someone kind of friend, you don't know why I asked. And as a presenter, I have the reason why you are asking me questions. You have reasons and the kind of answers you want based on what you're asking me. And see, you should ask me first. Sorry, people didn't get it. I think I tried explaining on Coffee TV that look, my reason was you said you've called. The people you said you called are here in the studio. They are making it look like you didn't call and you don't have feeling for the guy. You didn't really, you were not there. So I want to prove to people that you really called. And if you did really call, you must know the number that you called. Probably it was a wrong number you were calling, or it was the right number. So what is the number that you called? It wasn't something that, my brother is a friend, not a friend as in sit and talk, but he didn't come up. That kind of thing. So I wasn't seeking to make it look bad or make it look like, that is the work we do. And people don't, and differentiating me in this way, and you seek for something as you are doing interviews. I remember KK for interview. After he was so pissed, and he also was high up out there, But afterwards, a producer called Germany, Ampeduya, and then we met him and his manager and other people, and he wanted to show some attitude. The manager said, Lady Yanka, because after that interview, he brought you out again. Yeah. But people, I tell you, how you go about things, people don't get the work with. But now she's also a host. Yeah. Because then she's a host. I'm sure by now she understands.
So how was that relationship that you had with her been after?
I've not met her after that.
You've not talked to her?
I've not. She wasn't somebody else called it. I mean, I have a number, but I'm not. You need to. Like me coming see, but family I don't do plenty calls. I like WhatsApp. And Kasoa, but I don't think. I think I wished her happy birthday on her birthday. I posted and stuff like that. I don't have any problem with her at all. It has nothing to do with her, not at all. If I meet her again, if there's an interview like that, I have to go hard like that. I'll still go hard. That's me. Okay. But it's not personal. It's nothing personal. Okay. You interview, you do go. That kind of thing.
But how do you see her reaction towards you after the interview?
As I said, I've not met her, but I don't know how she also feels. Say afterwards I left the place, maybe Uncle for feels maybe on nothing American. We how I also feeling because afterwards I don't know how she reacted. I think I had an interview on UTV once when one of the panel they were talking about me. There was an issue and the person passed some nasty comments. And then brought about that issue. I didn't hear her say much, but I'm too used to that. I don't get bothered at all. I think if it's not Amia, it should be another person. Yes, if very like not commenting,
bad, in the bad
very, very bad. But that's me.
We're at the time.
Yes, this is me, and I owe nobody any apology for being me. No. But behind the style and the way you're in so that's my style. You have people on BBC, they do hard talk, they do, and you always get enemies, you get friends here, get enemies here. That's fine.
When you go for multimedia, number has it. Did you know who are?
Yes, but Kofi secretive. Yeah. Now my name so Mate. So
why invite you for the wedding?
No. Any
wedding?
Like Kofi wedding. My name so why wedding than why divorce. I said no, my name so why. But I also saw the ring on air and I'm like, what is this guy wearing? Because the first time I'm on social media, but I'm going to say so why. And then we had the same producer then. But Kofi is a bit secretive, but I can't present it.
Oh.
But now he's showing love. It's good.
A top person I'm going for.
Charlie, baby,
So let's say 20 years of media. Most people do ask me, Zion, how do you get money?
No. As not fair picking kakanka, but people see us think say it was but baby, I'll be like because you meet people, you meet, high and low. You get help here and there. That is the only way you probably get maybe advertisement here or there, that kind of thing. But pass it, sika papa bi will know.
So why do you still do it?
I don't know what else I would do at the moment. Like it's something I do easy, it's something I love doing. I don't think I would want to. It's interesting.
So does it mean that you've not been able to make?
YouTube I'm the traditional media person. I say chanka. People have pushed me to do my own thing on YouTube and stuff like this. You even generate the money from there. I'm there. Yeah, sort of. Maybe probably if somebody shows me and you see yours is different. Yeah. You probably will not be able to do 8 to.
No. Oh, David. And apart 8 to 5, I can't. But I'm used to that. Yeah. I can stay the following day. So have you been able to make something out of media for the past 20 or 22 years?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay as in I have my own house. I have car change I buy, kind of thing.
Too much money.
Yeah, it's not too much, but I'm okay. I have business.
How you have businesses?
Yeah, I have business, not businesses. I've tried a lot of businesses, and then finally I settled on this pizza thing I do. This restaurant thing. And I've owned a salon before. I've done a wine shop before, like that. The normal thing, barbering shop. The normal I've sold foods before, that kind of thing. But you just be able to add up to what I already get. So I'm okay.
Has it ever come across your mind to leave everything you had and travel and go and stay outside?
Sometimes. Not leave some of the things they enjoy out there is not the same here. Not in salary wise per se, but sometimes. Anytime I travel, it takes a while. Like in Bedu, it takes about 2 weeks until I settle. So anytime we travel out, though when I'm there, I don't feel bored. I really don't need touring. I'm going to see this or that. No, really. I go there to rest. Yes, sometimes you feel like, health-wise, or more clinic, or show how the structures, the system works there, and people tell you they want to come home and stay. I'm like, every day more, but
almost say you're too much freedom.
That's what they want until they feel, yes, it's true. That is true to some extent. Like what you do here won't be here. Until they want to be here, they want to swap. But maybe my system is different. I feel it's better out there because when you are not checked, shall I go over the days? But have you ever thought of staying there?
I'm okay here. Most like say so only say I'll let you go. But if you're okay here, so now if you wonder what you might or some person are okay.
That kind of thing.
I can do it.
By healthcare nation, I improve a few things here. Yes, better.
So let's say you've met the president, His Excellency Akufo-Addo. Now,
I've met him several times.
Okay. Now, I'll say, my minimum thought here in my Ghana.
Healthcare is number one. Healthcare that will make them stay here and receive healthcare here. And number one. And roads is number two. I think those two very vital. Well, if there is a policy or no neighbor, and if and I've said it and it's not new that but if some now the other things they are restrictions paying a little. It's just that we don't trust them. That is where our problem is here. Maybe insurance, but insurance here. A coming police No, since I started using cabin, in fact, just In that, they can't make insurance so you know. So you expect to see things, improvement, but it's not the best. We'll travel out, and they travel out, they see a lot of things are better.
To all the Ankawajumanka say, you bet you ain't on bay, I don't
What
bay
they
there.
say in Kenya ban, but enough election, but the election.
But Nana, imagine paying, sending, let's say, 10,000 to somebody in Kumasi. You bet so. The network will that on more charges. Then, if anything, it's not high.
Charlie, let me say, I want to know, Nesanka, you know, Kenya big deal. Because look, the truth is, a lot of people transact business online. You know, the work you're doing, you move from one place to the other. So, who new office, say, physical officer, you probably don't pay anything.
Yeah.
And see, charging something little for what you do, as I am sitting here, physically sitting here, your child salary, mamma, your team in here, probably the others don't pay that kind of thing. Can you buy? It's just that at the moment, the states that we are all in, Ghana, Charlie, I want to know, so you 100, will be 100, that's what you want. See, maybe because we all have still 100 minutes come on. And see, when you are bringing something new that you take from me now, probably they didn't go about it right. Communication wise, or man didn't come on that just when you if you with more as government, what should you with me as an individual, what do you expect me to do? This one the woman will tell the swami, I will certainly rebut, you know. And see, that's where the problem is. But for me, it's like the same amount here just by paying 1 cedi, 2 cedi. I prefer if you pay in Kenya, but oh my, I know what to do, so I'm not surprised what is going on. It's going on. Nasal. The chair, the bed. Oh, you don't have a choice. And you can't trust politicians too. Because I know, maybe I know where you come on to maybe also the another, but with a different name. Oh, but that's kind of what says Opeska. Yeah. I also different from that, but would not probably call it 11.
Osha, Kasoa Muti, like any parliamentarians, no, like Jay to before they talk about Kasoa Muti.
Half and half. Half and half. They listen, but not all. And sometimes I think say almost I say Kasoa. Look at us. This was a make it come with sometimes. I mean, why not? As I'm going to the force because it's not everything they can really do something about. Maybe because you can put me now and also wait. If I now start and can the best in the sense as a politician you decide, okay, so I want to do Accra. Make sure Accra becomes the capital that we all want, leaving the rest. But you're also thinking about votes. Thinking about 4 years, because 8 years, you can get more. Into this last 4 years, you can decide, okay, I want to target this, forgetting about the rest. Unfortunately, you belong to a political party who wants to win again. And think, they won't allow you. They will not. Chairman, the General Secretary, I didn't see her, human face. Then they know that human face is not proper. But because of vote. That's a serious question. I vote, okay, me too. Initially, I wasn't voting, but I've done, this time I did skirt and blouse. And the last time I did skirt and blouse too.
So,
Matwama NPP pay, Matwama NDC pay.
Okay, so this one, the parliamentarian went for an NDC and then the.
Oh, because I said, no, watch me that, you know. Because I'm close to both. Okay. But I don't look at personalities. I'm not that type.
Okay.
In fact, was a madam for no.
But
okay. Policy MF.
Okay, first one we na ohia into aso.
Really, as in the 4 years long demand.
Yeah, first one.
Some of the policies were good, like 3 SHS.
Okay.
Initially, I felt say it be better just as I said, it be some of it as a populist, because some still took their kids to. I know people who took their kids to private schools, and because they felt they could afford. It be better the people who really need it don't really get it. It be a near politics. It's a good policy, and see that was okay. I also felt okay when Mahama was doing roads at that time. So quite a brainy idea, and it was also good, that kind of thing. And see, Well, you cannot finish everything in 4 years, so you felt that, okay, baby, what do you know? If it continues, it's not bad. If it doesn't, what would happen? If this one comes, what will happen? That kind of thing. But I'm sure, say, now Mahama feels, okay, it's okay. It hurts. Like, I felt, but now maybe he also feels that, okay, Ghana from home, the way, oh no, now I'm the way, and stuff, and they'll be able to wait. I'm sure 2024, MPP knows it's not going to be easy. And this he feels it's going to be easy for them.
But
if they, both of them have that thing in their mind, thinking, so, oh, because we live in the identity, but no one knows, oh, they did tell some.
Opas as a time patch of course, so Morgan Heights, it is very important, so make it a Japadia, Kum Aishi, or Ghana, and as well as I Ghana, now as I say, pay should be our money dance. So Morgan Heights, just call them on 0203143341, 0203143341. Once as the light will hold you, so enough now, but Kwame should be now, Diana, and Swas herself for Debbie. Go to the Morgan Heights now, among assassin to it is very, very affordable. Among tons as a sabako, and many patre, Wako Home Court, Amausika, Ashego. Call them on 020-314-3341. Now, UK, Belgium, Italy, Holland, France, Spain, Germany, UK, and now America and Canada. Now, Seniska Abagana, winning the platform to use, tap send, and I'll sell with me, AUC, Senebea, Untia charges via whenever you are sending the money. Rates also it is very, very, very high. Also make it to a beer na mpakono when you bring. You say dollar no, kwa na question. Pounds so fra na fro. And euros no kwa na question. You almost anywhere we check the departure. Don't lose guard. Actually, say on download tap send or either Google Play Store or iOS App Store. Now once this kind of sharp, was make it to a beer the brain and now ubenya. Now also now we are then Grace Gift Herbal Clinic and I also ultimately one it's in Ecopium. I Accra say Achimota opposite petroleum and I'm Kumasi Ocean School Junction and I'm Dr. Grace Bodu more for ye. And now for Messiah ready about calling see our best show and look at him say and a half and something I hope I fan so any herbal medicine it's me as I am here. Grace Gift Herbal Clinic tie Okonia also it's me to Akopon. Call them on 0246 51 803 0246 51 803. Whenever I see somebody else, whether they name if I'm not down. For how long have you been married?
That's a beer.
My catcher was met to Yashi, but say in Yenisa.
Oh, there'll be not an episode touch it. That's all, man. You let me away about it.
And that's what I can later. For how long?
Well, my marriage died, so.
How many divorces? 2. Wow.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't really talk about my personal life, so people don't know.
Is it your fault? Because 2 times they are.
It might be. Maybe my work I do could. Yeah, Jumano. It has negatives, a lot of it, especially for bar. Maybe part of it, probably. Sometimes to. It's like a normal relationship, marriage thing at home. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I don't believe in staying in it and dying in it.
That means like it be abusive.
You see, abusive, you know.
Emotional, physical.
Yeah. And the dangerous one is emotional one. And that is what people don't really see and see. They don't. Almost should I enter one as but emotional one is the most dangerous. Okay, boy is so bad.
Wow. But have you experienced the physical one before?
No.
Okay. One can say on your own.
Yeah, I probably was trained like because the MD actually is 6.5 years older, and I probably picked up a few things, try to be me. I don't really depend on a man. Physical.
At what point should a woman walk out of marriage?
As I said, if emotional or physical, both of them, you should run. You shouldn't stay because of Okwala. No, it doesn't come in when they go. Yeah, my son is getting to 18. Oh, yes, go invest in price. It's not about your son anymore. So it shouldn't be about the child. Your happiness comes first. And the emotional one, normal, yare be and worth yare, but then yare in April. Yes, sometimes it can be very stressful. Very, very stressful. Very. And see, when noticing in them, one day you're gone.
Some people look at maybe a first few months after divorce, how he or she is going to survive, even get out of that emotional stress of some divorce. Maybe people think about all those things. How did you get?
I think what people would say sometimes would how. But when you're in it and you're not happy and you leave, you are excited about it. It's just that you feel bored. Maybe what that only will be a dark assurance, but apart from that, sometimes you sleep with a person but he's not there. When you leave, it's no big deal. Like, it's not just that what people will say that kept me in one for longer than it's supposed to be. But people didn't really know, say, because my first marriage, I left quite early, and that one I was not mature. And I always say that, because when you jump out of it, you get into the second one, you realize that, you should have stayed, because maybe the second one was worse. First one, and I said, I ran too fast. But
the reason you based on to leave wasn't sensible,
a issue, but an issue, issue.
To cause
if you feel somebody's cheating you is an issue, but it's not an issue.
Okay, so he cheated.
Yeah, if you feel that way, you want to run, you'll be running for a long time.
So you should have stayed.
One day, first one I should have stayed.
To cause it was worse.
You realize that, but this is why did I leave? Because eventually it was like you come and meet same, in a different form. And, so but because of that I had to stay for a while, thinking but after a while, when I hit 40, the realization is life begins at 40. Your happiness first.
So you left after you hit 40 and you realized that. And you weren't afraid to marry again?
Strange, isn't it?
Because of First World War and the Second World War.
Yeah, it's strange. I don't. Maybe I anticipate, and I'm able to work on it and think about it before I make a move.
That's true.
When you have to, it's not all the time. When you have to, but I'm sure if I decide to leave right now, I'm not sure I'll try again.
Is it with Kuyi?
Oh yeah, I'm very happy.
Oh, okay. How many years?
About 5. 5 years.
Hey, okay.
It's strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not here.
And I read something that will say you've lost your womb but you can give birth again.
Yeah. That was my second marriage. After I had my son, some years, and I went through surgery, major surgery, and so it's true.
So it will be
No.
Wow.
No. It's wow, yeah.
Are you okay?
It is. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. Nobody. You don't have to lie about things. We pretend. Or don't worry at a certain age, and you ask, it's me. I decided not to marry. Why should it be a bother? It bothers you. It's just that people shouldn't be bothering you about the fact that you're not married. I know there is, and yet, but it will bother you. Say, oh, you're bad. Marry at a certain age. And how or Kasoa no boy. Just as a woman, creation, God asks you to come and give birth. So if they take the womb away, they've taken your womanhood away. So sitting here is like me and you say, there's no difference. A hard dream, it worries. At the point you have to, if you can't change it, you just leave
close your mind.
You live with it. But it may be a because it can change certain decisions in your life, which can be very bad.
And do you think that also contributed to your marriage failure?
Yeah. Initially, it was like it wasn't a problem, but later on, I felt it was. Initially, it was because it happened before I got into marriage, the second marriage. Because it was his child that got me into that situation, and at that time, he decided to marry me, although he took the decision for me. because in that state, somebody will have to if you are not in the right frame. And it wasn't a bad decision too, because I would have died on the theater table. So he had to take a hard decision here in Ghana. It probably would have been different if I was out there, maybe, or not, because my sister felt differently. But so we got married after he had been taken off. Feeling it was okay. But so that now Phil said, okay, you think after a while, I think that sometimes the pressure can make you think otherwise or do other things or respond in a certain way that it's okay. I don't have a choice, but I'm living with it.
So you have one son, but is your current husband okay with it?
But I'm not in his head.
Yeah.
Right answer.
I understand.
I'm not in his head. He says it's okay, but probably might not.
When that thing happened, did it get to a point that you wanted to take your life?
Oh, it comes to mind sometimes, especially when it's having an effect on and I recently posted and I said, sometimes you obedience or kulumau, you sit somewhere like, Jimmy Papa, but I'm kind of thing. Until you enter the person's shoe. I said maybe you should go and talk to the person or ask. I have friends, but I don't have friends. When I say this, I mean I have friends, but I don't have friends. Not people that you don't get people. I don't get people around me like and I said maybe usually I'm almost to myself. And so the most important person that I always talk to and bother would be my boyfriend or my husband, and that's how I've been since. Things like that, if you don't get the right people to talk to or get the right things to do, you can, and if the person you confide in or you feel is with you, get to a point where it's not listening anymore or it's on the other side, you will think about, so what can I do? I think the only thing that stops me from doing that is my son. I feel like, and you are thinking about, so what will happen to Kofi? What happens to nobody will take care of Kofi better than you do. And see, then you come back to your senses and you just move on. But that's, you feel, sometimes it really bothers you. But hey, I'm used to it.
Thank you very much for talking to me.
Thank you, Susan.
Your last words to Ofansa,
Oh, hi, I'm used to it, but I am get closer to somebody before you start. The way you react to certain things. You hit, but Charlie, slow down. It's the same crowd. No matter how tough you are, insulting you are, you feel it, but you just let go of hands. I'm gonna slow down. I'm nice. I'm not that horrible everywhere. And sometimes it's an act. So
that's what pretending.
Yes, sometimes it's an act.
Okay.
It's not all the time that you feel that way. Yeah. Sometimes it's not all the time too that it's an act. Sometimes it's real. So this, just take it easy on me.
Nana Brefo na Zionfelix and Millennium Etinase Angel FM Accra Millennium Edinkum. In fact, all the time, all the times I've met her, she's been so nice. Maybe I don't share on board soon. I mean, all the time we shall meet here. She's been so nice to me. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you too, Zion. That's my first time talking to you. You've done well for yourself. I understand. Sometimes I'm jealous. So I say Zion myself. Sometimes I feel that way strange. I don't know. As a Zion myself.
Me afraid I didn't, but it wasn't.
What's your Friday? Do you believe in?
Yeah, Friday.
Thank you for interviewing me.
Thank you for also coming on my show. Thank you for also watching. Bye-bye. Nice one.
Me did the young antechua, and maybe I'm discovered for Europe. I come a bushing for Ghana. No, me used to tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. Eye easy, eye convenient, eye fast, and sounds so free. Won't you share? Me discover ye my pimp. Tap send. Intienne. Also download the tap send app. No, ever mobile phone so free. Na first come we bushing for Ghana for na. Tap send. Papa no.